Good morning. Actually, now good afternoon, YouTube, and my 4 to 5 loyal viewers. Um, I appreciate your loyalty. You know, even though I asked you to stop masturbating to these videos, please. Weird little guy. I got a story about X later. But, well, first things I want to talk about is my football predictions yesterday. See, what I say, Washington was going to beat Oakland. That happened. Then I said San Diego was going to beat Dallas. That happened. And then I said the Philadelphia Eagles, led by Deshaun Jackson, Donovan McNabb, LaShawn McCoy, and all those other beasts, Macklin, Big Red. We're going to beat the lowly Giants. And ask and you shall receive, because that's what happens. All three teams that I predicted would win. And when I was in 10th grade, I became an Eagles fan. I was probably 5th or 6th grade, 10, 11 years old. McNabb had just left Syracuse and was drafted, so obviously growing up 45 minutes away from Syracuse is quite the obvious choice that he would be my favorite player and so his team would become my favorite team. But anyway, when I was in 10th grade, I was given a hat. Look, and I've worn this like loyally. I stopped wearing it just within the last year. Like it's been like mostly my primary hat, but it's filthy. Like it's disgusting. But I love this hat more than anything. There's like paint. There's like just feels like the inside just feels so like greasy and dirty. It's pretty gross. But this is like one of my favorite things. I just thought I'd share that with you, my long-standing fandom. Last night I did. If you saw the video last night, you would know that I traveled back in time to 1992 and visited 3-year-old Jamie, Mr. Met, and but when I was there, I stole this mug from Jamie's mom. That was the greatest mom, it says. But I did travel back to another place. I traveled back to 1988. Jamie was born in March 1989, and I traveled 9 months before he was born. And I fathered Jamie, and then I quickly left. So he was raised by a guy named Reggie, and he called him Dad, but really time traveling Alvin Tostig seed is Jamie grew from my own seed. So yeah, time travel is something, huh? But I just thought I had to tell my son that. I wanted to name him Miles, and take him to the island. But Cynthia wouldn't have any part of that. So I said, fine, let Reggie raise him. What do I care, But I do care, and I think it's kind of fate and destiny have brought us to, get to know each other 20 years after he was born and 21 years after I was born, but really it'd be more than 21 because I traveled back in time. So if you add what I traveled back in time, it'd be like in my 40s. But so I've been here. I've only aged 21 years, but I was like 21. Like I wasn't like a couple months old when I, planted my seed. No, I was like took the form of 21-year-old, and Alvin. Oops, I said my real name. And but it, I didn't. I wasn't a baby. I'd be sick, and his mother would be in jail for sexual molestation, child abuse. So anyway, Jamie, I am your father, and okay. So anyway, and that's something else I want to. Oh, so the story about Ixkyunkel. I was on his YouTube channel page, and I was watching his videos last night. He's so, oh man, he pretty much like plays computer games, records them onto video, puts classical music over like as the sound, as the audio in the video, and then he he puts them onto YouTube. So it's like he's playing like Madden 2008, like Super Bowl. He sucks. Like you can tell, like, cause I do play Madden 2008 still, and but I play it on the hardest level. You can tell by the way, the speed at which the defenders are moving and the offensive CPU guys are moving, that he's probably like playing on Pro or like All Pro, which is like the second and third hardest level, which isn't very hard, and he's like barely winning. So he's like videotaping or he's recording just him being pathetic at Madden, which is a very easy game on PC, and he's putting Mozart music over John Madden's voice, and he's putting it on YouTube. It's really, he's interesting. He's an interesting young man, to say the least. But I don't think if I could like learn about one person in the world, like know every fact, I would probably pick Ixkyunkel. Like there's something I just can't put my finger on. I'd like to put my finger on it, put my finger in it, but there's just something that about him, like I'm enthralled. I don't know if he's a car crash and I can't look away, but I don't think so, because like he's an interesting young man. So that's all I can say. He's interesting, and one of my personal role models. Not really. He's not a role model, but God damn it, my life changed the day that we started talking on AIM. But I've tried, if it weren't for X, I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't have embraced my nerddom. I realize I don't need to act cool, because this entertains me profoundly, even though it's not cool. So if I'm entertained by it, then why wouldn't I just do it? That's how I feel. Alright. Well, this is the end of today's Vblog for now. So everyone have a good day. Alright?